Choosing new glasses can be overwhelming, but today I have you covered with a 10-point checklist of things you need to get right to find your perfect frames. So hi, I'm Robert, style and vision consultant here at the Spectacle Factory, and it's my job to pair you with your perfect pair of glasses. And I promise that by following these 10 things, you will end up with your perfect frames. And not only that, but I think by watching this video all the way to the end, you're going to see the glasses buying process in a whole new way. And that's going to change the way that you shop for glasses and ultimately end up with a pair that you actually love. I want you to picture the scene. You're trying on glasses in the opticians and you found one that you kind of like. These are the 10 questions to ask about that pair of glasses before you decide to choose them. So that starts with something that might be kind of obvious, which is getting a comfortable fit. But it's not as simple as it might seem. Next time you shop for glasses, I want you to pay special attention to the fit in 3 key areas. The first one is on the bridge of your nose. The second is at the widest part of your head. And the third is the mastoid behind your ear. These 3 parts are where glasses can irritate if they don't fit perfectly. So when you try a frame on, pay particular attention to any pressure that might be here, any weight that you feel on your bridge, and any tension or irritation behind your ears. And don't just go off your first impression. Wear them for a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes if you can, maybe while the assistant is taking some of their measurements and doing some of their stuff. Just try to keep them on for a little extended period of time and just see if any pressure points develop. It may be that the glasses just need to be adjusted slightly to get the right fit, in which case it's best to cross that bridge there and then. Or it might be that they're just not quite the right size for you. And kind of following on from that, point number 2 is, are they secure? For a lot of people, they equate comfort with security and they want their glasses to feel like they are stable and are going to stay in position. Obviously that's important because if your glasses were constantly slipping down and ending up at the end of your nose, it's number one, it's not a good look, but it's also very annoying. Part of that is getting the right fit, as we just covered. You know, if the glasses grip in those areas that I mentioned, you want them to do that, just not so much that they hurt. But if they do grip, then they're probably going to stay in position. Most likely, most glasses are going to stay in position with the right adjustment, but it is really important that you check that again before you buy. But we also have different skin types. Some people have more oily skin than others, and that can mean that you're more susceptible to your glasses slipping down. In which case, there are certain frames which will grip the head more, or might be made from certain materials that help them to stay in place. That is really important to consider. Now that you've got the functional elements out of the way, let's talk about style. Now, the first thing you should be concerned with is not whether the glasses match your face shape, but do the glasses match your personality? That is a real paradigm shift in choosing frames because most people think it is all about face shape. They think that you're just going to look in the mirror and certain frames are going to suit you more than others. Obviously, some frames look better on you than others, but a big part of that is actually your personality. What I mean to say is that as an optician with like 15 years of experience, I see different people with similar face shapes trying on the same glasses and feeling completely different in them. That all comes down to the, for want of a better word, the vibe of the glasses. For example, some glasses exude a more creative personality type. Some are more serious and more formal. Some are colourful and vibrant, and others are more vintage and retro styled. For example, the ones that I'm wearing, this is the Reykjavik Eyes Alvar. It's one of my favourite go-to glasses. They have a kind of Scandinavian minimalistic style that is also quite techy at the same time thanks to the geometric shape. And of course the colour, especially the frame colour combined with the tint colour that I have, gives it a little edge of creativity as well. For me, those 3 elements sum up me as a person, and that's what I want to reflect in my glasses. Like I said, this is a fundamental change in the glasses buying process that I really believe in. Of course, if I had a pair on that ticked all of those boxes but were just the wrong size and shape for me, they're not going to look good. But the reality is that most people with most face shapes will suit most glasses to some degree, and it comes more down to whether the glasses match your personality. Point number 4 kind of follows on from that, which is, are these frames unique? And the reason why I say that is actually when you're choosing new glasses, that is one of the most important things to aim for. If you walk down the street, you'll see hundreds or thousands of people wearing glasses. And in my opinion, the key to looking good is to not look like everybody else. Because if you do, fundamentally, you're just going to disappear into the crowd. That doesn't mean you have to look silly or crazy. I would describe my glasses as unique, but I wouldn't say that they are the first thing someone sees when they come into a room, nor do I want them to be. When you intentionally seek out glasses like this, glasses that are not just the average, you will immediately up your glasses game. When you're holding a frame in your hands, just think, is this something that everybody else would pick? This is really crucial because especially if you have a strong prescription, certain frames are going to make that lens, your lens, look worse than others. And some are going to make your lenses look better than others. With the right frame choice and the right lens choice, of course, I can pretty much make any pair of glasses look good. We've worked on prescriptions -10, 15, 20, +10, +15, +20. And in all cases, we have produced a good looking pair of glasses. That is something I'm incredibly proud of. Ultimately, the frame is a key consideration in that. Obviously, if you have a very low prescription, this is not something you need to worry about. Although if you're choosing things like digital lenses, varifocals or progressive lenses, or if you want the lenses to have a certain function, like if they're computer glasses, or if they are sunglasses, of course, or if you're having photochromic lenses that change in the sun, all of those aspects of your prescription lens will affect your frame choice. And we have many videos on this channel about all of those aspects. I don't know about you, but for me, my glasses are not a disposable item. I need them to be reliable, but I also want them to last me for many years, because if I'm going to go to all the trouble of choosing a cool new pair of glasses, and if it's going to be good enough for me to have on my face all day, every day, I don't just want to throw it in the trash after a year or two. One of the reasons why I'm a proponent on this channel of high quality glasses, which may be expensive, is because ultimately you get value for money from them. This frame might cost double what a regular pair of glasses would cost, but on the other hand, they will last at least twice as long, if not 3 times as long. We put a 3-year guarantee on all Reykjavik Eyes glasses, for an example, but you'll find that most independent artisanal brands, they make glasses that are built to last. Frames can be strong for 2 reasons. One, because they're extremely rigid and there's just, built like a tank. Some frames are like that. Others are designed to be more flexible, like these. So these Reykjavik Eyes frames are basically invincible. They're laser cut from one piece of titanium. So whilst they feel flimsy, they're actually quite strong. It's probably something that you're going to need to be guided by someone more experienced than yourself. A good optician will be able to advise you how long your glasses are expected to last. Number 7 is really, really, really important. When a lot of people choose glasses, they think of their face in isolation and they don't think about the way that they dress in general. Your glasses absolutely need to be appropriate to the way you style yourself on a daily basis. For example, if you're mostly wearing suits, you probably want a pair of glasses that looks a little bit more dressed up. And conversely, if you dress really casually, you need glasses that are also casual. And therefore, it's really important to think, are these frames a good match to my aesthetic? So this one, I think, is another game-changing point, because most people spend a long time choosing their frames, and then that's where their kind of brain switches off. But actually, choosing the frames is only 50% of the process. The lenses are also equally important, if not more important, because ultimately they're what you see through. These glasses would not look half as good without the tint that they have. In fact, let me show you. So this is the exact same pair of glasses off the shelf. And for me, these don't look anywhere near as good. I think there's almost like a night and day difference between the Reykjavik Eyes Alvar as it is and my custom tinted version. I think the tint really makes this pair of glasses. And that's generally true for most frames, but particularly minimalistic frames like this. Choosing the frames is only the start, and by adding a custom tint, you can enhance almost any frame. But it's not just about style, it's also about utility. A lens like this helps me to feel more comfortable in brightly lit situations like I work in all day. But there are a plethora, an almost unlimited amount of custom tints that can enhance your vision in different ways. So for example, if you're someone who drives a lot, you might be able to add a tint to your glasses, whether that's to your general use pair or a driving specific one that's going to really enhance your vision in the car. And that will change the way you think about buying glasses, because all of a sudden they're not just something that corrects your vision and the frame holds the vision correction, but they're a whole instrument that enhances your daily life. That's one of the reasons why I'm really passionate about tints, and I think it's something that more people should explore. Number 9 is kind of crucial if you want to be on the good side of your boss. Are my glasses appropriate for my workplace? And this is more nuanced than you might think. It's not just about how you dress in the office, whether you're more casual or more formal, but it's also about the personality you want to portray to your customers, your patients, your colleagues. If you're someone who needs to come across as trustworthy and reliable, your glasses are one of the most important ways that you can actually influence that. Your glasses are ultimately the first thing that people see when they look at you. They're a window through which the world sees you, as well as your window through which you see the world. Therefore, you've got to think of not just how you feel in your glasses, but how other people might feel about you in them as well. If you're someone who regularly conducts Zoom calls, you need to think about how the glasses are going to look on a video call, for example. If you're in board meetings, you need to look like someone who knows what they're talking about. But also on the other side of that, if you work in a more relaxed setting, if you're, for example, a teacher, you want to be relatable to kids, and that doesn't mean you dress childishly. Obviously, you need to be respected at the same time. But you also want to be someone who is relatable, and I think if people around you perceive you as being cool, you'll instantly get more respect from them. And your glasses are the very best way to actually affect that. And last of all, after you've gone through that whole 9-point checklist, the last point I want you to think about, am I excited to wear them? Or am I just settling? Have I just got bored of choosing glasses and I've just ended up with this because it's kind of all right? You should never settle. This is something you're going to wear every day for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe longer. You need to look the best you can look, and you shouldn't settle for anything less. Don't choose glasses that are generic and average like we talked about. Don't choose glasses that don't match the rest of your outfit. Don't choose glasses that don't enhance your appearance and your vision with the right lenses. Only choose a pair of glasses that ticks all of these boxes, because you will feel so much better about your pair of glasses every single time you wear them. That's the culture that I'm trying to spread with this YouTube channel, and I hope you'll be along for the journey. If you're not already, please make sure you're subscribed. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a like. And if you've got any questions about any of the points that I covered in this video, I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section below. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.